You?
Somebody say something about you being on time.
Tell me I'm always on time.
You're always on time.
I can't believe... This has got to be fake.
We wouldn't know. This isn't fixed. This is a true log.
Is it a true log?
It was kept by the transmitter boys.
Oh, you don't mean...
In 1940.
Oh, my God.
January.
That was 3 years before I left.
January the 8th of 1940, there's a notation in the log. Smith late this morning. Bob Freer got on at 6:46. Smith finally arrived at 6:55.
That was the morning I slipped down the back steps and hurt my ankle.
They didn't put it there, but down on the 16th it says Hal late, fell on the ice.
That was it.
22 minutes late.
Sure did.
The 21st you were Smith late.
Oh, Fred.
Now here's another one on the 25th.
Do I owe you for all this time?
No, I just wanted you to know. You just said you had to be on time.
I'm never late. I'm never late. Well, I can't believe it.
Oh, we got more.
On the 25th, Hal late, car trouble. Dowdell and Radley on air in control room at 6:39. Hal was stuck in a snowbank.
I couldn't even listen to him because your dad gave me the car and I didn't even have a radio. Go ahead.
On the 30th of January, Smith arrived at 6:32:30. Brakes frozen.
Oh, this is funny.
On the 1st of February, Hal's car broke down. Called me at 6:38. 18 minutes late.
Oh, I can't believe this.
See, it did pretty well for the rest of February.
Looks like there's
we get into March here.
I think he did all right in March.
Pretty well in March. And maybe they just got tired of writing it in.
I'm going to find out who wrote that.
Now, here it is on May the 3rd. Smith overslept. 22 minutes late.
Well, at least I said I overslept. But if those 22 minutes, that's pretty good each time, isn't it? You know, not any longer than that.
You know, that log is so interesting. We found...
Tom Van Alstyne started work on the 16th of June in that year.
Oh, well.
We went on into the year. We found VE Day there.
Oh,
VJ Day there.
Kidding.
Now, here on July, though, July the 7th, Smith's car wouldn't start 14 minutes late.
Well,
he had trouble with that car.
His dad gave it to me. You know, that's the one I took him to get his driver's test in. That isn't so bad for all those months.
Well, we
really.
get into April and May.
Something. I can't believe it. Well, at least I had an excuse for those things. And I really wasn't lying.
We're off to the Navy. Ted Fisher went off to the Navy on the 15th.
Oh, my gosh. What was that, 40?
This is 1940.
40?
That's the year I was born.
Is it? Oh, I think that's the year Fred was born. I'm not sure. Wasn't it, Fred?
A couple of years
No,
later.
you were a couple of years later, after that. Fred, this is really something.
Let's see.
Hal, why don't you give me a station ID the way you used to do it?
Here we are now in November, though. This is November of 42. The 14th. It says Hal Smith was 35 minutes late this a.m. First heavy freeze, ice on the river.
Oh, my God.
And it doesn't say why.
Maybe I was under the ice. I don't know.
Give me a station.
I want to give you a station.
Yeah, right.
The way I used to do it.
Yeah, right.
This is WIBX Utica, New York. The voice of the Mohawk Valley.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And I'm hoarse.
You are?
Oh, am I?
I believe it from last night.
From last night.
We got to cut on out of here because the news is coming that quickly.
Oh, you mean this is
5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Hal, I found one thing in here where you came back. It must have been after you'd gone to service and you came back for a picnic.
Oh, my gracious.
Here it is. This is on July the 14th. Had a half-hour broadcast from Garden at 10 a.m.
Oh, my goodness.
H.L. Smith was guest of MC, and Miss Sodoms and Mrs. Bowen was here, too.
Isn't that beautiful?
You remember that?
I surely do.
Well, that was after you were in the service.
That was after I was in service.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? You're going to have to take the break and go?
No, I just told him, don't worry, I'm going to be late already, so I might as well be a few minutes late. CBS will hold up.
Well, good.
The news will hold up, believe me.
Who's on now?
I don't get Hal in every day. Right, we're on now.
I mean, come out of New York?
Yeah, right. We'll be a little late with that today. Our 95 minutes will be low. Well, sure.
Huh?
We don't get you every day.
We got the boss right here.
Right.
You know.
There you go.
You were talking about the kids getting into show business things, too.
Yeah, well, that was the trick to get you to say that.
I knew that. I was going to say, the first thing is punctuality.
That's right.
But after you get there, you don't have to worry so much about it. So, Fred, what else you got? Something? Jack gave you those. Isn't that nice? Yeah, all the pictures in the paper. I went to Herkimer, and I walked into the courthouse down there, and the lady at the phone company stood right up and looked me right in the eyes and said, "Are you who I think you are?" That was the first thing that happened when I got to Herkimer. And I said, "Well, gee, I don't know. Who do you think I am?" She said, "I saw your paper, your picture in the paper last night, and I saw it a couple of days ago." I said, "Well, I guess I'm the guy." Isn't that funny? Now, are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Still
Sure,
on?
sure.
You know, I might have said something.
Well, no, you wouldn't do that. You know, I tell you the truth, I was so surprised. I don't have them here, but we have some commercials that you made. And he confused them so much that on this record, the needle, instead of going into the middle, goes from the middle out. Now, I'm not kidding you. That's true. It goes from the middle out. And I kept saying, and Betty said to me, "It's got to go the other way, Buck." And it did.
Yeah.
They made them that way.
That's the way they were made in those days.
I just figured you mixed everybody up.
No, well, I did.
That was for a peanut butter
But hey,
commercial.
wasn't that nice? They gave me
Oxheart
a
peanut butter.
Oxheart. Are they still around?
I think so.
Oxheart peanut butter makes kids grow just like a weed, 'cause Oxheart has the vitamins that growing children need.
What about the whistling? Who did the whistling?
I did the whistling. I did the piano playing, too, which is pretty bad. You gotta admit. Never could play, still can't.
Hal, is terrific having you here this whole weekend. You surprised everybody so much when you walked in.
I guess I did. I told Fred when I got back, I said, you know, you sent me the invitation, and I said I wanted to bring you back this 10-cent stamp that's uncanceled because I didn't want you to waste that money. So I handed the invitation back when I got here.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much, and thanks for dropping in on the show.
Beautiful, Buck, and all of you. Believe me.
All righty, I'm going to have to cut on out of here because we're going to join CBS. Remember, in all things, we all need each other, and if everything else is inevitable, happiness too is inevitable. Good night, and God bless each and every one of you.
Good afternoon. This is David Miller with 95 minutes of news on News Radio 95, WIBX in Utica, New York.
We now join CBS in progress.
Gas, I spell relief, ROLAIDS.
Rolaids spells relief. Each Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. Captain Allen...